All right.
Can we do it?
We're here. Hello, buddy. Welcome. Welcome on in. Appreciate yous. Hi. Hey, it's us. Thanks for being here. It's podcast time.
WULFF DEN Podcast time, baby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. George McFarlane right off the bat. New GameHub update. They support cloud saves now. Will, what's GameHub? Doesn't watch my videos.
Yes. No, be honest, I actually fell asleep during that video.
I don't blame you. GameHub is a Android app that lets you play Steam games.
Yes, I knew that.
A couple days after my video, me complaining that they don't have cloud saves, they have cloud saves now.
Okay.
So you can run your Steam cloud save. It is not as easy as just running the cloud save, though. I had to do a bunch of bullshit to it. But it does work, and it seems to work very good. Silk Song didn't run that great, but I'll have to tweak. I only played it for like 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But in the comments, I pinned a comment on that video laying out what I had to do to get Silk Song to work. And I was hoping to do a community post, but I was doing a lot of things today. So anyway, that's not what we're supposed to be talking about.
No.
There's other things.
We got other things to talk about.
We got a lot of things to talk about. We are going to talk about Lenovo Legion Go 2. Yeah,
yes, follow up from last week. We now have official stuff on it, whereas last week it was rumor and conjecture and lies.
Yeah. Yes. As well as some other things. Some Nintendo lawsuits are wrapping up.
Yeah, two for this week. Nintendo over here like, hey, lawyers. Yeah.
And a bunch of other bullshit. Doesn't matter.
It's a lot of bullshit this week. We're going to level with you. So,
anyway, but first, hey, you want to try Arizona green tea cucumber with citrus? I got it at the Asian supermarket.
I don't want to, but I feel like
I like cucumber water.
I don't. I think it's weird. I think it's very
I like
weird.
when you go to a hotel lobby and they're like, "You want any water?" and they got a big vat that's been there for like 3 days.
Cucumbers soaking in water.
Yeah, I like that. I like that water. This tastes exactly like that.
No, that's a no from me, dog. I can't.
I like it.
I can't. It doesn't sit well with me. My job started doing that sometimes.
Just having a vat of cucumber water?
Yeah, and I'm just like, and they make you pay for it.
You gotta pay for it.
You gotta pay for it. Yeah.
Vat?
Yep.
It's like got a little.
Yeah, it's like $1.25.
For what?
For cucumber water.
Do you pay? How do you get it out?
Do it yourself. It's like they have at the hotels. It's
then
like
who do you pay? Is there a guy next to it?
No, they I'm doing real inside baseball here, but like there's an app on the phone you got to use to like scan the barcode, and you pay on the app.
So is it honor system?
Essentially, yeah.
Just steal from them. I don't like when there's cucumber debris in my water, says Hannah. Anyway,
yeah.
I like lime and a pinch of salt. A pinch of salt?
I've heard salt is good for like dehydration.
Yeah.
And that
I think it holds the moisture and then it releases it later.
And I mean that's essentially what Gatorade is. It's like salt water, but like with all the sugar flavors in it.
Yeah, we are doctors.
Yes.
To listen to us.
Yes. Get vaccinated.
Okay, we're gonna first thank Rise Frog with the 42 months sub. Wolf Bros. I am thinking of getting into Metal Gear Solid. Is it worth getting MGS1 instead of jumping to 3? I have the Master Collection.
That's a good question.
I always say Twin Snakes is a great place to start,
but it's hard to get.
Hard to get. You guys know how to get it. MGS1 on the Master Collection is also fine if you just want to play that.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid 3 is canonically the first game, or timeline-wise is the
timeline-wise is the earliest game, yeah.
I don't hate the idea of starting with that one.
Right.
I don't hate the idea with starting with Metal Gear Solid Delta just because the gameplay might be the most digestible.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of ways to jump into it. It's not going to make sense no matter when you jump into
That's true, yeah. So just go in and accept the experience for what it is at that particular point in time.
Or just listen to Snake Eater in the Twitch chat. Yeah. He'll tell you right now. Okay, let's get right into the first bit of news, which is the Lenovo Legion Go 2 some more information. We talked about it last week, so I don't want to talk about it too much. Lenovo Legion Go 2. We saw the leaks, and we already saw it at CES way earlier this year.
Yeah.
What it looks like and everything. The big news that we already talked about: 144 hertz OLED screen with variable refresh rate, and it's a native horizontal landscape display.
Mhm.
So this is going to be, and it's an 8.8 inch screen. This is probably going to be the best screen in any PC handheld that I know of. So that's a huge deal. And it's also going to have the AMD Ryzen Z2 Extreme chip in it, which is also a very powerful chip. And that's basically all that matters.
Well, aside from the price of the phone.
Oh, you want to know the price?
Yes.
I didn't know you were gonna care that much about that.
I don't, but I know somebody out there is
Because you got it like that. You can.
Yeah.
It is $1,350. Although in the thumbnail I put $99.
I mean, I'm sure it'll.
Well, what is it? Now
hold on. According to BestBuy.com,
which is the only place that I think you can get it.
The 8.8 inch, 144 hertz, 2K OLED gaming handheld, AMD Ryzen Z2 Extreme, 32 gigs.
Keep
1 terabyte.
Keep putting things in there.
$1,349.99.
Okay, so it is 49. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a horrible price.
That is
This is fucked up.
You try to sit there for a moment and you try to justify it. A terabyte, that's a lot of storage.
It's honestly
32 gigs is very good for this type of device. The 8.8 inch screen, huge, probably the biggest one out of all of these things. So like you try to justify it a little bit in your brain, and then you snap back to reality and realize that $1,300 for this is absolutely insane.
So my biggest issue is that the one that came out 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
With the Z1 Extreme.
Yeah.
That one that one launched at $700.
Yeah.
And that one also I think had a 1 terabyte SSD in it.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, which is an advancement because time has passed,
right,
is like way more. It's almost double.
Yeah.
Very close to double the price. And it's got a Z2 Extreme. It doesn't mean it's doubly as good. It's the performance difference is going to be like 15-20% max.
Yeah.
So it's not like this thing's going to all of a sudden start playing like Expedition 33 at 120 hertz. It's not going to do that. It's still going to be a PC handheld. The biggest benefit is the screen is a lot nicer, but is that worth spending double the price?
Yeah, I was gonna say like a ROG Ally, the original release, 7-inch screen, Ryzen Z1 Extreme, and half the storage space, but $650.
Yeah,
and like that's a significantly better deal. You're not gonna, you're not gonna
launch that.
Yeah,
if you get that now, it's way cheaper.
Yeah. And like you're not going to get the performance of the new one, but like for 90% of the games you're playing, you're not going to need it.
We were complaining about the prices of those back when they came out.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's doubled.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It's tariffs.
Hey, market conditions.
Market conditions. I'm sorry, it's market conditions.
Do you want to find out about the show?
It's like PC handhelds are popular in our little space, but they're not that popular in the grand scheme of things. So like, did the Lenovo Legion Go 1 do so good that they decided we need to make another one and we need to up the price by this much? Like, is the demand that high? I don't think so. They were on shelves. They were going on sale all the time.
Yeah,
I love the Lenovo Legion Go. I think it's great. I don't see a world where it's easy to recommend at all for this price.
And like for that price, you can get like a high-powered laptop with like similar specs, and like it could do so much more.
That's like you're paying for the form factor, I guess. Yeah. I mean, the reason why you get a PC handheld is because of the form factor. the like draw to the Legion Go is that you can take the controllers off like it's a Switch, and you can use it like a Switch. You can use it in like in tabletop mode or whatever. I like the idea of why Lenovo sales. Hi, can I assist you with anything? Go away. I'm trying to
make this cheaper.
I can't. It won't even let me talk to them. I like the idea of using the tablet on its own. I do that with my little modded thing that I made where I have the little keyboard laptop thing. I like having the idea of having just a tablet. That's cool. I never use the Joy-Cons as like detached wireless Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Never done that before. If I'm going to dock it, I'll use an Xbox controller. I don't want to use these controllers. There's a cool functionality where the right one can turn into a mouse. And when I first reviewed it, I was like, this is pretty cool. The right one could be a mouse. Never once ever used that after that review. So you're paying for this form factor that might not even necessarily be beneficial. Like, for $1,400, you can get arguably a better laptop.
Yeah.
So why? I don't know why we're here. And look at the fan on the back. My biggest gripe with the Lenovo Legion Go and the Go S is the loud fan. And here we are.
Yeah.
This is almost certainly going to have just as loud of a fan.
Well, I mean, like that's the issue, right? Like the more powerful these things get, the more cooling needs to be put into it.
These companies are laptop manufacturers and they know how to cool a very hot piece of tech.
Yeah.
So the best one I've seen is MSI. They have like the best cooling tech in their small little devices. Asus did a really good job with the Ally and the Ally X as well. Lenovo did a bad job, and I don't know why, and I don't know what they're gonna. They don't seem to even care about fixing it.
Yeah,
this thing also looks absolutely massive. Like
it's always been massive. These have always been probably the biggest of the PC handhelds. Like I don't know why that's their shtick. You know, I don't think people.
So the Legion Go S is big. The Legion Go
and S is for small.
S, I don't know what the fuck S is for.
Well, on Xbox, it's for small.
Yeah, it's got the same size screen, 8.8 inches, the same size as the last one, but I think the resolution is different. I think it's actually a lower resolution. Of course, it's not gonna tech specs. Yeah, 1920 by 1200, whereas the old one was 2560 by 1600. Okay. So it is a slightly lower resolution, which doesn't bother me at all because none of the games I was playing was at full 1600p. That's like too much for a screen of that size and a processor of that size. So lowering the resolution a little bit, I think, is actually a pretty smart idea, especially if you want to run at 144 hertz. So I'm going to be getting this. I'm not happy about it. I tried to hit them up to get a review unit.
Yeah.
Did I talk about this already? They I talked about it.
Yeah, because they want to be
Yeah, they like to say the reviews are sponsored, which I'm pretty sure is not legal. But yeah. So anyway, I'm probably gonna get mine late. I went on Best Buy to check. It is on Best Buy right now.
Yeah.
It says the release date on Best Buy is October 31st. I don't think there's an official release date. But historically Best Buy has been accurate.
Yeah.
So sometime around November, early November, I will be getting this probably. Early November. That's a band.
Oh, yeah.
So what else? Oh, it will be getting Xbox mode apparently.
The just fully announced Legion Go 2 will be the first handheld outside of Asus that confirmed to get the new Xbox full screen experience, or FSE. Lenovo spokesperson Jeff Witt tells The Verge that buyers will be able to manually switch the handheld to Xbox FSE after it's ready in spring 2026 timeframe, months after the Legion Go 2's launch next month. Asus will get the Xbox FSE far sooner on October 16th when it co-launches the Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X with Microsoft. And then Microsoft's next focus will be to bring it to the original Asus ROG Ally and Ally X. Fingers crossed that the far lighter version of Windows will improve performance like we've seen running SteamOS on the same hardware as Windows, and let these handhelds intelligently wake and sleep. We've already seen the Xbox FSC can save memory and is easier to navigate with a gamepad, but Microsoft's only given the press very limited time with it.
So Xbox FSE is what they're calling
Full screen experience.
Yeah, full screen experience. Okay. That's cool that it's going to come to the Legion Go.
Yeah, it's cool that it's going to come to more devices, period. Like, that's
it should be every Windows device.
That's the only way that, like, that's going to take off. It should honestly also be available for PC, like desktops and laptops.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to plug your laptop into, well, even if you just want to play your PC with a controller.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you plug the controller in, having that just instantly launch the Xbox FSE would be sick.
Yeah.
Or having it enter this environment if you have a home theater PC.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that a thing anymore? Do people
PC?
call it that?
I don't know if they call it that anymore, but it's definitely still a thing.
Yeah, a gaming PC in your living room. That'd be nice to only control that with a controller.
Absolutely.
I need to see if I'm getting an Ally. That's October 16th. That's happening.
You need to see if you're getting two allies.
We are allies.
We are.
Smash Brodro, thank you for the 11 months. If you check Lenovo's YouTube page, they recently released a short that for a bit highlighted what I assume were content creators showing off modded setups for the Legion Go, and I was wondering where the WULFF Den Legion clan was. Modded setups? And I'm not in it?
That's because you wouldn't accept the sponsorship.
What the fuck? Now they're purposely avoiding me if they didn't put me in their video.
Yeah, that seems like...
I don't want to blow smoke up my own ass, but give me a pack of cigarettes if you know what I'm saying. Solin, thanks for the Prime. You should check out the Fold 7. I'd love to see your take on it for gaming and just in general messing around with it. I am not opposed to checking out a folding phone for emulation. I saw people doing stuff with the Microsoft Duo tablet, and that is a lot cheaper. So if I was going to do it, I would want a pretty cheap phone. Okay. We also got super chats from Professor Rock, $2. Here are $2 towards your Legion Go Gen 2. Thank you so much. And Sonic's LM, thanks for the 2.
Yes.
Handhelds need a storefront to make sense. The Xbox. I mean, I would never buy anything from the Xbox storefront, but
not so much a storefront.
Unless they made me.
Not so much a storefront, more so like just a clean UI. You know, like a spot for your library, a spot for the store.
Well, the storefront so that it's subsidized.
Right.
So that $1,349 feels a little better.
Yeah.
Do we know the price of the Xbox?
No.
I don't think they ever officially announced the price,
it,
but we're looking at the higher end one being at
least $1,000.
Yeah, around $1,000, which is still an insane amount of money, considering the last two were a lot cheaper.
Yes.
And things should be getting things should not be getting this expensive this rapidly.
Right.
Thundery Dubs, thanks for the Prime. Should I always use my Ally in turbo mode? I feel like I only ever try performance, but I worry about it running too hot for too long. Also, peep Optimus in the back. That's Optimus.
Till all are one.
I don't think you have to worry about running it in turbo mode. I would say run it in a slower mode if you're gonna play something that's not like a very power hungry.
Yeah.
Like Silk Song, run that thing a little lower. Anyway, God bless you. I don't have these written down as articles, but I also want. So we got the Lenovo Legion Go S. I'm sorry, the Lenovo Legion Go 2. $1,350.
Yes.
The Ally X, the Xbox Ally X, probably going to be around $1,000. We don't know exactly how much it's going to be. I got to get the GPD Win 5 This is a different processor, the AI Max Plus 395.
Okay.
This thing looks like a big Vita.
Yes.
This will be probably the most powerful PC handheld that we have.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has a fucking big, like, Game Gear-esque battery that you slap on the back.
Oh, jeez.
But I want it because it's the old GPD Win is a tiny PC handheld.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a tiny PC handheld. This one looks a lot bigger, but I want a GPD device, so I want to get something like this. So I'm gonna have to. This is probably gonna be over $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then Anbernic just announced their bullshit. The RG476H. This is another Android situation. Is this Android? Okay, play me my music. I thought it was Android. I'm not getting this. This looks like I'm so sick of glass rectangles.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is their answer to the Retroid Pocket 5 and the Ein Odin 3.
Looks like it, yeah.
And I forgot about the Ein Odin 3, which the Kickstarter just launched. I haven't purchased one yet, but I'm going to have to. And then they also have the Ein Thor, so this is the Odin 3. I don't know if we talked about it last week.
No.
This one's just the Odin. I love my Odin. This is looking a lot like the Odin Portal, which is a little too big for my taste. But this is a way more powerful chipset in there. So previously, I would have said, like, what do I care about having a more powerful chipset if I can emulate Nintendo Switch games?
Mm-hmm.
Why do we need anything more powerful? You know, we're kind of at the limit here.
Yeah.
But now that I know I could play Steam games on Android, might be worth it to get a little bit more powerful of a chip. But this thing's like kind of so big, it's like teetering on PC handheld territory. And then the Ein Thor. So wait, hold on. Let's see. What do I want? I mean, so the most powerful Odin 3, $500. That's so much money for an Android handheld.
Yeah.
And I don't know, do I want that one? Or do I want the cheap one, $300? That's like a lot more reasonable, but it is still an Android handheld. And then the Ein Thor, I absolutely have to get this because this. Oh, you can just buy it. Does it have a release date? I don't know. Expensive one, $429. I feel like I'm gonna have to go a little crazy here. Maybe I won't get the 3 and I'll just get. Well, no, this is a different processor. See, these are the decisions I have to make. That's all the handhelds that I have to pre-order tonight. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting insane.
Yeah, this is how a market crashes, when you just flood it with the same junk over and over again.
Yeah, it's literally, I mean, people are getting priced out. I mean, these things were never something that you should just be buying every one that comes out. That's not sustainable at all.
No.
But PC handhelds were already at the point where it didn't feel like I wasn't making a return on it. Like if I buy a PC handheld, it's like, oh, I'll put a sponsor on the video and like then I'll make some money back, you know? Now it's like I might just break even. Like it might not be worth it at all to buy it just to do a review. I mean, I would probably make several videos.
Yeah.
But still, it's making the decision harder and harder every time the price of these things goes up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's good that technology is advancing, but the price isn't supposed to get this high this rapidly.
Yeah.
The technology is supposed to advance, like
yeah, the technology is supposed to get cheaper as like
and smaller.
Yeah,
and these fucking things are getting bigger and more expensive.
Yeah. So, market conditions.
Yeah. H3 just dropped. Oh, he dropped the Indiegogo for this. Does it show the battery? I want to. Yep. There's the big external battery. I don't know if you need.
God.
This is for the GPD Win. I don't know if you need that big external battery. I don't know. I think you do. You might.
Oh no.
Detachable battery design.
No, that's not good.
You might need that battery.
No.
I might hate this. I loved the last one, the GPD Win it looked so cool, and I never got one. And I was like, I'll wait till the next one. And now this one looks so much worse. Yeah, look at this. It's actually pretty small, and it slides up like a sidekick.
Yeah.
This thing is sick. And it's all contained. It's all in one.
Right.
And that's a pretty decent processor it's got in it, too. It's pretty much I mean, there's two. You can get one that's exactly like a Lenovo Legion Go 1, or you can get one that's a little more powerful.
Yeah.
And this is for the 4. I kind of want the 4. Anyway,
I put this in the keep. It's not like I feel like it's a palate cleanser for you. The Atari Game Station Go. It is $180.
Oh, thanks.
It's plays over 200 console and arcade games. And what I think this part is cool. It has every button layout for any Atari game you might need, including the D-pad, paddle, a trackball, a number pad, and button layout.
Little nubbin.
And what's cool is they will automatically light up to indicate to you what you need to use.
Oh,
so like if you don't need the trackball, it'll go dim.
I see there's a little ring around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I think this thing looks really cool.
Yes.
I think this is cool. I don't want to play any of these games. So, $180 is kind of a lot. I know,
especially for like what this is.
I know I was just complaining about things that were $1,000 more than this,
right?
But it's a lot for Atari games.
Yeah.
If this ran on Android, maybe. If it ran on something that was easily like, fuck withable, maybe.
Well, keep in mind it's $180, but it also comes with 200 games built in already.
They're not good games. They're not anything I want to play. Also, this website sucks. It won't let me click. It is dockable.
Okay.
This kickstand is weird. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, I mean, I support Atari trying things out. This is also my arcade, and I have not loved their stuff. They had one cool thing. It was like that NES thing.
Yes.
It was like a big. It actually kind of looked like this. It was like a big, handheld
that you can fit like full size
whole
NES
games in it. Anyway, hey, Sam, thank you for gifting 10 subs. I appreciate you.
And Sam Lustig, thanks for the $2. Drunk in Vegas, love WULFF Den.
Oh my god, we were that.
Yeah.
Once.
Not too long ago.
All right. That's it for the rant of
the handheld rant.
The handheld rant. Yeah. I'm glad you guys all survived. Did I read that? Yeah, I read that one. All right. Don't forget Super Pocket Neo Geo Edition. Oh boy, there's another one.
Oh yeah, I've heard of this.
Well, I'll just grab this and go to a different website so I don't have to watch an ad just to see a picture. Okay, yeah.
This is cool because like Neo Geo back in the day, like the cartridge was twice the size of that. So that's cool now that they got it so small.
Yeah, I like this. How much is it? Where to buy? I think I saw it was on Amazon. Go to Castlemania. $70? That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I mean, there's some decent Bad Dudes Burger
There
Time.
you go.
There's some decent games on here. Still, like, if I'm gonna for $70, I know this isn't like sustainable, but like for $70, you can get an emulation handheld that has like a million things on it. And I know that that's like not legal, but like, why not let me get a Linux or Android handheld and then put your games on it?
Mm-hmm.
Why not let me buy an Anbernic that has no games on it? And then I just buy a pack of Neo Geo games. Just give me the ROM.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I feel like
that's
what Evercade's been doing. Like their whole shtick is like they're a locked system, but like they're getting the licenses for like all these classic games.
Yeah, but don't make it a locked. What I'm saying,
right?
Like, I have the platform.
Yeah.
Give me the game to put on my platform.
Right.
Anyway, let's do this. Backlog!
Backlog! Backlog! Backlog!
Did we get it? Did we nail it?
Who knows? But it's backlog time. Welcome to Backlog. It's Backlog. Backlog is a segment of the WULFF Den Podcast where we go through our video game backlog, a collection of 1,051 games. We pick one at random and talk about it regardless of whether or not we played it.
847.
847. That would be Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb for the original Xbox.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, who got this one?
Who do you think? Well, hold on. I bought this because we also have it on PlayStation 2, and I got that because originally, we weren't Xbox kids. So I got it for the PS2 years after it came out, and then thank you to Xbox Games with Gold, it was a free game for a month.
Oh.
And so I snagged it there and actually played it on my Xbox Series.
So it looks pretty good for an original Xbox game.
Yeah,
it must have gotten some advancements. It's also 16:9.
I think it originally came out. You got to remember, original Xbox games can go up to 720p.
Damn.
Yeah, and like had widescreen support.
This guy sucks at this game.
It's not. Look, I played it in like 2021, 2022. Doesn't really hold up.
Yeah, I shouldn't have. Yeah, gameplay. This does look pretty rough.
I think, at the time it got decent reviews. But playing it now, like it's definitely janky.
Yeah.
You're definitely gonna want to play with the invincibility cheat on because there's a lot of like unfair combat moments, a lot of unfair deaths.
Like he just got stuck against the geometry there.
Yeah, it's very like clunky.
Did it again.
It's
damn.
So like before the Great Circle came out, like I'm big Indiana Jones fan, and like none of the games like really hit it.
There were few games.
Yeah. And the ones that were there like didn't really like capture like the Indiana Jones experience. This one was developed by a team called The Collective. Before this, they did a Buffy the Vampire Slayer game that was very well received and had a really unique combat system in it, like a fist fighting combat system in it. And that gets ported over to here. And to this game's credit, the combat, the fist fighting combat isn't so bad.
That's Indiana Jones?
That's Indiana Jones. Remember, it's original Xbox. So like Harrison Ford's likeness wasn't really there yet. Also, what makes it worse, the voice actor sucks.
Okay.
Like,
I don't know if it'll. Yeah, it sounds nothing like.
It sounds nothing like Indiana Jones. Yeah, it
probably didn't come
really bad. So like that takes you out of the experience almost immediately because like Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones.
Okay, it kind of looks like Harrison Ford sometimes.
Sometimes for like original Xbox graphics.
That crocodile's rough. So this is original Xbox playing on a Series X right now. So did you play it on a Series?
I played it on. Okay. No, I played it on an Xbox One actually, but
okay.
Xbox
it's
One.
An original Xbox game. You played it on the Xbox One.
Yes,
okay.
the console before the Series X.
Okay. I mean, still, it probably look exactly the same.
I mean, like, it tries. I think that, like, it focused too much on being an action game rather than, like, an adventure game.
Whoa,
like,
first person all of a sudden.
Yeah, it has, like, a shootout scene in it, like an on-rail shootout scene. It has a couple of on-rail shootout scenes.
I liked games like this, like some James Bond games where you would play, most of it was like a third-person action game, and then all of a sudden you'd do like random levels that were like this, where you're like doing a shootout in cars.
Yeah, it's kind of in that vein.
Like a racing like level for some
But like
reason.
those James Bond games of the era like did a much better job of like capturing the like what it feels like. I hate using the phrase like what it feels like to be this character because it's overused, but like for something like this, that's what you want. And those games like made you feel like James Bond. This doesn't really make you feel like Indiana Jones. You're not really like exploring as much as you think you should be for an archaeologist. There's minimal platforming, and what there isn't exactly exciting or gripping. I mean, there's right here where like you're trying to like climb up the building, but it's not very intuitive. It's not very like, it doesn't flow as naturally as like you would want it to.
So would you say the Great Circle is the best?
The Great Circle is hands down the best Indiana Jones.
All right, which one is the best besides that?
Besides that,
The second best.
I know
there were
a good amount. I know people have reference for Fate of Atlantis. It's not my cup of tea. That's like a point and click adventure, but I think that understood the assignment better than a lot of these games. And then I guess under that would be the Infernal Machine for N64 and PC.
I played that one.
Yeah.
And that one was rough. But
that one was rough, but at least that one wasn't an adventure game. Like you had to like explore the levels and figure out what was going on. That game leaned too much into that aspect, and this game leans too much into like the combat aspect of it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
just what the fuck is that?
People tend to forget that Indiana Jones is like explicitly like a fantasy game, a fantasy series. Like, supernatural shit happens all the time.
Yeah, it's because it starts off like very grounded in reality, and then and then randomly like some mystical shit will just happen.
Yeah. This game's got a wild ass ending. You want to talk about mystical shit?
I kind of want to spoil it for myself. Close your eyes. Leave this episode if you don't want to be spoiled.
If you don't want to be spoiled for Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb for original Xbox.
Is this the wild shit? What the?
I think it's a little bit after this. Like you go into another dimension.
Oh.
Yeah, this is it. And like you got to fight like a sorcerer or something. Yeah,
you're basically in hell.
Yeah.
Honestly, kind of sick. I would think that's fucking awesome. Indiana Jones, and at the end, it turns into a different game.
Like I don't hate this game. I feel like had I played it when it came out, I would have loved this game. But I played it like 20 years too late, and it doesn't really hold up very well. I don't know if there's a PC version with mods that like makes it more playable in like the year of our Lord 2025. But by that point, just play the Great Circle. Like that's the experience you're looking for when it comes to this series.
Sometimes I'm willing to put aside a little bit of jank if I like the world enough.
Yeah, and I think this does a good job of like getting the vibe right of Indiana Jones, but like it doesn't go the full distance as like the Great Circle does, which might also be unfair because like the Great Circle was made by Bethesda and this was made by LucasArts, back when LucasArts was like a proper video game company. And like, they made a lot of great games. They made a lot of like AAA games, but they were never really like had the resources, despite, their pedigree. They never really had the resources of like an EA or a Bethesda or an Activision or that. So, and for some reason, Indiana Jones was like their B tier franchise. Star Wars was obviously the A tier, but Indiana Jones could have been an A tier as well, but they just never treated it as.
I mean, they made a lot of movies and probably made a lot of money off of it.
They made Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
They made 5 movies. They made a lot of money off of 4 of them.
Okay. I mean, Star Wars, there were some misses in terms of games. But
yes.
They had some great ones too.
They did.
And Indiana Jones, it seems like they just had a lot of misses.
Yeah, unfortunately. There's also Indiana Jones's Greatest Adventures on SNES, which was good, but that was more like a traditional 16-bit platformer with Indiana Jones like theming to it. It wasn't like the full like indie experience.
If you want a great Indiana Jones game, play Uncharted. Thanks for coming to the backlog. We're going to keep doing the podcast. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, before we continue, we have an update from last week's backlog.
Oh.
Remember? Yeah. So if you didn't see last week's show, shame on you. But last week's backlog was the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition for the GameCube.
Yes.
Now, on said segment, we didn't know which Collector's Edition it was.
We didn't do that collector's. We didn't do the right one
because there were this was a pre-order bonus for one of the Zelda games, probably Wind Waker, and we weren't sure if we had the gray pre-order bonus that collected the first 2 Zelda games and the 2 N64 games, or if we had the red version, which was Ocarina of Time and Ocarina of Time Master Quest.
Yeah, and we did the episode on that one.
Yes.
The Ocarina of Time and Master Quest.
Well, our parents still have our GameCube games, and we were over there this weekend, and I discovered that we have this one, the gray one, the one that has the 2 NES games and the 2 N64 games. I dropped it. I think this one is very common. Like this is the one that comes up often when you search for like Legend of Zelda the GameCube promo disc. The other one I think is the one people actually want because of the Master Quest.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this was still $150 on eBay.
It does. It also has a playable demo for Wind Waker.
Yes. This one, a lot more games, a lot more worth it, I would say. This one.
Yeah, I mean, it's got four.
It
doesn't have Master Quest, but again, I think people want to play Master Quest.
Yeah.
You know, these are 4 games that are available pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
and all of them are on Nintendo Switch Online.
Yes, Master Quest, I don't think is. So,
oh no, probably not. It's on the 3DS version.
Yeah.
But... all right. Anyway, good. Thanks for watching Backlog.
Bye.
Anyway, so that was the Backlog.
Mm-hmm.
Sam says, off topic. Anybody got the craziest Vegas story? Yeah, I got married. Crazy.
It was wild. I was there.
It was wild.
There was this dude there that just kept eating goldfish the entire time you were trying to get married.
That guy sucked. That was his.
That was my son.
That was it. Anyway, I wanted to bring this up because I just thought it was interesting. So last week's video that I made was on GameHub and Game Native, which are 2 apps that you can use to play your Steam games on an Android device, whether it be your phone or an Android handheld, like a Retroid Pocket 5 or whatever. They're both great in their own right. They both run off of... It's a little confusing. They both are forks of or front ends for Winlator. So Winlator is like the core emulator. It's the core thing that translates your PC game to an Android game.
Right.
So there's Winlator, and then there's Winlator CMod, which is like the version people use. And then there's another thing on top of that, and then GameHub and Game Native are forks of that. But basically, at the base is Winlator, and then on top of that, one layer up is Winlator CMod. I don't really know exactly what Winlator CMod is, but I know that it's like very important to the PC emulated to Android ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's gotten very popular, and the guy who made Winlator CMod he's had enough. Also, his name is PissBlaster649. So I need you to have that in the back of your mind when you read this.
That is like 2004 Bob Wolf username right there.
Last Monday, exactly 1 week ago, I lost both my computer and phone alongside some very important local code in my development environment. After weighing all possibilities and realizing that it wasn't worth the effort to attempt to recreate and rework all that was lost, especially considering that since I started, all I received from Android users are mostly complaints and hatred. As of today, the repo has already been archived, putting an end to the fastest and most feature-rich Winlator fork, much likely forever, since I believe nobody else will be able to continue it the same way and with the same pace as I did. Goodbye, folks. I will definitely not miss all this. Says PissBlaster649.
Well, okay.
And I don't blame him, because you know what? Over this past weekend, I spent a little bit of time in the Game Native Discord because I was trying to figure out how to get Silksong to work. And that's an app that's, in development. They're working on it. Silksong just came out. They got to figure out how to get things working. And man, everyone's just got problems. And I mean, everybody goes to the Discord for problems, but it's like one guy working on this app. And one of the issues with Android is that there's so many different devices and everyone has a different device.
Yeah.
So you can't possibly develop for all of them.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to be trying to play a game that's different. So by the nature of these games and these devices, there's gonna be compatibility issues, and it's just something you have to deal with. But these people, a lot of them probably children who don't have money to buy games and are just using the phone that their parents gave them. A lot of these people are frustrated that the thing's not working.
Right.
I don't know why they're expecting it to work a certain way, but they are, and they're taking it out on these developers. These apps are free, so I don't know. There's no reason for these people to have so much animosity.
These apps are free, and they're generally made by people in their spare time.
So I really I don't blame this guy at all for getting this frustrated about it. So just be nice to these people is what I'm trying to say. I just thought it was funny because his name was Piss Blaster. But also, remember this when you're like using an emulator or an app or whatever and you're having issues. Don't go up to the developer. Don't try to get help from the developer.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, just stop. Go to a subreddit or something and ask other people who are in the same boat. But I mean, going and trashing the developer, probably not the best idea. Anyway. Next news. Oh, Kylie, thank you for being a member, being a cool guy. Genki. Nintendo over 3D printed. Oh no.
So begins the Nintendo Ninja duology. Nintendo has settled the lawsuit it filed against accessory member Genki over a Switch 2 mock-up it showed at CES before the console was officially revealed, and accessories it promoted using the Switch 2 name. Genki's parent company Human Things will pay Nintendo an undisclosed amount of money in damages to close the case, according to a legal filing submitted on Monday, and has agreed to stop giving its products names that are confusingly similar to the official Nintendo intellectual property. The dispute officially began in January after Genki showed off an accurate 3D printed Switch 2 mock-up at CES, even including the console's logo days before it was officially launched by Nintendo. The company also began to promote its range of Switch 2 accessories before the console was announced. Nintendo later filed a complaint against the accessory maker in May over alleged trademark infringement, unfair competition, and false advertising. Nintendo said it didn't provide Genki with technical Switch 2 specifications and alleged that Genki either unlawfully or illicitly obtained an authentic Switch 2 prior to the console's public release, or cannot claim compatibility with enough certainty to make its advertising claims in good faith. The financial terms of the settlement have not been disclosed. According to the settlement filing, Genki attests it did not obtain access to Switch 2 before the console's launch announcement, and the origins of the 3D printed dummy unit remain unclear. Genki is still permitted to reference Nintendo branding in its own products in a nominative fair use manner under the new settlement agreement, but only when the company is making verified compatibility claims or to clarify its affiliation with Nintendo products as a third-party accessory producer.
I really want to know how much they paid.
Yeah.
And so what is the infringement? It's that their names were confusingly similar.
Yeah, the original filing also mentioned that Genki was calling their accessories like the Glitch 2.
Instead of Switch, yeah.
Yeah, and that they had a showcase called the Genki Direct instead of the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, so that's what sounds like the infringement.
That I think that's what Nintendo could legally pin on them.
Yeah, that's like, what I'm curious about.
The 3D printed mock-up, I'm sure they wanted to go after them for that because, like, where did they get this information from?
Yeah, and they say
they
either unlawfully acquired it or they cannot claim that their stuff works with it. But, like, which part of that is illegal?
Well, I mean, I'm sure Nintendo would want to know where it got it from.
Yeah, but they don't have a right to know. Yeah, so it's the... I mean, they're not allowed to use Nintendo's IP. I guess. I mean, they are within their right to say that it's compatible.
Yes.
They're gonna have to be extremely careful from now on showing a Switch in the advertising like at all.
Yeah.
So I really want to know how much they paid and what this means for future sponsorship. And that's not all. Nintendo is winning other lawsuits.
Yes. Nintendo has just won another major battle in its longstanding war against piracy. Earlier this summer, the U.S. federal court ruled in favor of Nintendo in a lawsuit against Ryan Daly and the Modded Hardware website. Yes. The site is known for selling devices that allow users to get around Nintendo's piracy protections, including the popular MIG Switch flash cart that lets buyers play official Nintendo games without the need for a physical cartridge.
Also, where I got mine from.
Yes. Don't say that too loud. Besides requiring...
It didn't come with games. It was perfectly legal.
Besides requiring dailies to pay $2 million to Nintendo, the lawsuit requires them to shut down the website and forfeit the domain to Nintendo as part of an all-encompassing permanent injunction. The order also prevents Daly from any future involvement with devices that get around Nintendo's guardrails, including creating, selling, contributing to, hosting other websites related to, or investing in other businesses that deal in similar products. While MIG flash carts could be used as a backup for legally purchased physical games, it is more commonly used to pirate official Nintendo software. Nintendo has steadily fought against mods and piracy tools, including recently granting itself the power to brick switches that have pirated games on them.
Right.
So, there you go.
How does it grant itself? Is it the EULA? Oh,
yeah.
It was the EULA.
It was the EULA, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do we do? Make a lobbying group? Like, how do we fight against EULAs? I've been trying to think about this.
I'm
for a long time.
surprised that like there hasn't really been like a major like case already.
Yeah.
Because like EULAs are...
Oh, that's what we do. We make a product and we make the EULA insane.
Yeah. And then we get sued.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we owe a lot of money.
Yes.
But
Brilliant.
crowdfund it.
Yes.
So that we make a landmark case
Yeah.
against EULAs.
The things we do for you people. The sacrifices we...
And then pocket all the money.
Yeah.
Big controversy.
There's nobody
Lots of subscribers.
Yeah.
No, but I've been always thinking about like how to fix the DMCA because right now it's all corporations that have the say in it. How to get right to repair to incorporate mods and emulations.
Yeah.
And how to protect us against these bullshit EULAs. Because if I'm buying something, I should be able to do whatever the hell I want with it, as long as I'm not breaking any actual laws. Like, I know that pirating a game is stealing. Like, we're not trying to allow that. But, like, if I bought the game, I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want with it.
Right.
Nintendo's trying to make it so that me playing Silksong on an Android phone is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Anyway. I genuinely don't know what to do in this case.
Yeah.
Next news, new PS5. Yay.
With a smaller hard drive or SSD.
Okay, so this is it's not physically smaller.
It's smaller capacity.
Yeah, so it's the digital edition. They're just selling it with less storage.
Yes. Sony is reportedly planning a downgrade. Sony is reportedly planning to downgrade the storage included in the digital edition of PS5 consoles released in Europe. Starting this month, the digital edition of the PS5, that does include the disk drive, will come with 825 gigs of SSD storage, down from the terabyte included in the current PS5 consoles, according to the ever-reliable Billy Coon. The revised 825 gig PS5 digital edition will reportedly go on sale in Europe starting September 13th. Happy birthday. Crucially, it will cost the same as the current 1 terabyte digital edition console in Europe, €499.
Oh my god.
According to Billy Coon, the standard edition PS5 console will retain its terabyte SSD storage for the time being. It's likely that the storage reduction is a means of avoiding further price increases for the PS5 in the current challenging trade climate. In Europe, the digital edition console has seen its price increase twice. Most recently, earlier this year, the PS5 digital edition currently costs €100 more than it did at launch 5 years ago. Sony also increased the price of the PS5 console in the US recently. However, there is no suggestion that the console will receive a storage reduction outside of Europe.
Yeah, why Europe specifically?
And like, why just the digital edition?
And that's not a lot of
Because like,
storage. It's like under 200 gigabytes of difference.
but like that, the PS5 like system software is probably like 200 gigabytes.
Yeah.
So like that's a big chunk of your.
This is the amount of storage that was in the original launch PS5.
Yeah.
And it was like fine. It was like an okay amount.
It was fine, but
it's also like such a small difference. Like I'm sure that the price difference
that's a Call of Duty game right there that they just took out.
Call of Duty is more. Is like way more than that.
Probably, yeah.
I'm just saying the price difference between an 825 gigabyte and a 1 terabyte SSD is not that much.
No.
Although maybe, I mean, 825 is like a weird amount.
Yeah.
So maybe they had a special deal with the 825s because that was, again, the launch PS5.
Yeah.
And there must have been a reason why they landed on that.
But again, like, why just the digital edition? Why not the main edition, like the physical edition? And why also just in Europe? Because storage price is storage price across the world. You know?
I don't know. I don't know why they. This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
PlayStation is the first to pull the trigger on doing some weird shit with prices.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be different. I thought that was going to be an extra version of the digital edition that was like way smaller storage just to make it like dirt cheap. But
that's what I thought it was.
No, they are nerfing it. So if you want an all digital, get it now.
And you live in Europe.
I don't know why you would want one. Anyway. Next news, Ubisoft employee explains why Star Wars Outlaws is a game keycard. I mean, that makes sense. It's a big game.
It's not just that.
I've been seeing a lot of people praising this port on the Switch.
Yeah, I've heard it's a very good port.
I am surprised that people are surprised because it ran good on PC handhelds.
Yes.
Oh, I should clarify. It looked ugly as hell, but it ran good.
Star Wars Outlaws, released September 4th on the Switch 2, is the latest in a long line of Switch 2 titles utilizing the game keycard physical release. It is safe to say that most folks under the assumption that cost is likely the driving factor behind the use of the keycard medium, with Nintendo supposedly only offering 64 gig cartridge to third-party developers. Over on Blue Sky, however, Rob Banton, who is the audio architect for Ubisoft's proprietary Snowdrop engine, explained the decision to use game key cards, and it seemingly got nothing to do with cost. Instead, it's all to do with the disc streaming required for Outlaws Open World, with Banton stating that the Switch 2 cartridges simply do not offer the performance needed for Ubisoft to hit its quality target. Quote, Snowdrop relies heavily on disc streaming for its open world environments, and we found the Switch 2 cards simply didn't give the performance we needed at the quality target we were going for. I don't recall the cost of the cards ever entering the discussion, probably because it was moot. I think if we designed a game for Switch 2 from the ground up, it might have been different. As it was, we built the game around SSDs of the initial target platforms, and then the Switch 2 came along with a while later. In this case, I think our leadership made the right call. So he's saying it has nothing to do with the cost of the game key cards, or even if the game could fit on a key card or not. The way the Snowdrop engine works is it needs to stream directly from the SSD, and the transfer speeds of the game key card are not fast enough.
I get it. I mean, that's why a lot of PS5 games and a lot of disc-based games for many years now have required you to download it to install it onto the console. And that does make sense. That is very disappointing though, because the Switch 2 requires you to, if you want to use a micro SD card, requires you to get a micro SD express card.
Yeah.
Why doesn't the cartridge use the same sort of fast flash media that the micro SD express card uses? That doesn't make any sense to me.
I guess because it's a different tech. I mean, I don't know.
It is, but like, why? it doesn't need to be. The article goes on to say, John Linneman from Digital Foundry, he said, honestly, and this sucks, I do kind of get it. To match other consoles, they need storage that was fast like a modern SSD, right? The cost on that stuff has not come down like flash memory used for Switch 1 games. I think they probably did what they could, and even still, those carts cost $23 a piece.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That's a lot.
I didn't even realize that. And then Nintendo takes a cut on top of that, probably. Yeah, that's really disappointing. I didn't know that the cartridges were slow. I didn't know that they were slower than just using the micro SD express card.
Right. You would think it's like physical contact with it's not like reading a laser reading a disc or anything.
Yeah, but again, it's flash media. Why wouldn't you make it as fast as the flash media you are requiring us to put in the console?
Yeah. I don't know. Ford scrubs its Instagram accounts. What? Ford, the car company, has appeared to delete all posts from its official Instagram account, as well as those dedicated to Broncos, trucks, EVs, and the Mustang.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know. I'm just like going over like other articles, and that just popped up. So something's going on with Ford.
Ford's moving to China. Moving the whole operation to China.
Where are we?
Former Xbox exec says Game Pass causes lots of internal tension.
Recently, Pete Hines, a former Bethesda exec, said that Xbox Game Pass wouldn't be what it is today without the developers who make games for it. He stressed the need to support them, and now former Xbox Game Studio Vice President Shannon Loftus adds her insights on the business model. When you talk about a subscription that relies on content, if you don't figure out how to balance the need of the service and the people running the service with the people who are providing the content, without which your subscription is worth jack shit, then you have a real problem, Hines said in an interview with DBLTAP. As a longtime first-party Xbox developer, I can attest to that Pete Hines is correct. Loftus writes on LinkedIn, while Game Pass can claim a few victories with games that otherwise have sunk beneath the waves, such as Human Fall Flat, the majority of game adoption on Game Pass comes at the expense of retail revenue unless the game is engineered from the ground up for post-release monetization. I could, and maybe someday, write pages on the weird inner tensions it creates. So this is somebody who used to work at Xbox directly saying that there's a problem with the Game Pass business model as it stands.
Yes. Yes.
We do this all the time. Every time the economics of Game Pass comes up, there's all these questions of like, just how profitable and sustainable is it? Microsoft says it is. They kind of have to. It's their baby. They're betting their whole farm on it. But then you get like stories like this where they talk about the flaws in the system. This doesn't go into detail, but I'm kind of hoping she goes into detail one day, because like I would like to know this. I would like to know how this works.
I mean, every time this gets brought up, it's always the same story. It's always sales are cannibalized for Game Pass subscriptions. And of course that's the case. But if they're all first, and we know that it's hit or miss for third-party studios, but for first-party studios, Microsoft is hoping that they will make more money if you buy a subscription than if you bought the game at a Target. So they don't care about retail sales.
Well, they're hoping that because, they're dead last in the console race. So
they're hoping that shaking up their business model will
Target to buy a game for their console is like dramatically lower than it was.
They probably make so much more money from people forgetting that they have a subscription.
I'm sure
with
they
them.
do. But I would love to see,
and it's probably, especially if you work there, it's probably really demoralizing to like work on a game and then the next game gets picked up by Microsoft and it's on Game Pass and you can't see any sales.
Yeah.
Because all the sales are through Game Pass. So like it doesn't count. And like you're all of a sudden this milestone metric you use isn't valid anymore.
Right. And I'm sure that's not fair to like their first party studios either. Like, are they getting the same numbers that Microsoft is getting?
Well, that's the thing, is that the metric is different now.
Yeah.
So it's demoralizing, but like if they're making more money, then that's what they're going to do. And that's the debate, is whether or not they're making more money with the model. But they've been doing it for a long time. Well, they're probably making more money with that model.
Amazon was operated at a loss for many years until
because they get off on their taxes by saying that.
And you don't think Microsoft is doing something similar?
They absolutely are doing the exact same thing.
So,
Microsoft is, again,
that's what,
the
like,
third biggest company in the whole planet.
Companies like this, they will operate at a loss for years and years and years just to, like, prove a point to Wall Street or whatever. And I think, Game Pass might just very well be operating at a loss every year just to prove a point.
Well, that's the thing, is like Microsoft as a whole, well, Amazon as a whole is saying they're operating at a loss to get off on taxes, but the products inside of it probably aren't saying like they're operating at a loss.
Right.
Like that shouldn't be, because they have to prove to the other parts of the company that this product that we have is worth it, Because if a product isn't valuable, isn't making them money, they're gonna have to axe it. Thinking about that Amazon Fresh store that I went to. It was pretty cool. You pull the cart around and you put everything. Everything in the cart.
Where is it? Is it on Long Island or is it?
It is on. There is one on Long Island.
Okay.
You know where Fairway used to be?
By Mom and Dad's.
Sure.
Fairway is a chain. There's a
bunch chain. There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
But yes, it's the old Fairway. It's an Amazon Fresh store. You got to pick up one of the special carts.
Right.
The special cart. You scan everything as you put it in,
and
it gets half the shit wrong, so you just get free shit.
There you go. I might have to start shopping there.
Here's the trick: you bring a box, you put that in the cart, and then you fill the box up.
Right.
So then you just walk out and you just put the box in your car. You don't have to bag anything. Oh, Fresh Market, where you buy groceries with your Amazon account? Yes. I mean, you do that at Whole Foods, but this one, it's you basically checking out as you put things in your cart. Pretty cool. Probably won't last very long. Probably get axed pretty soon.
Yeah.
The Amazon, what were the Amazon stores that you just walked out with the stuff? What were those called?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I want to say Amazon Go, but I think that's wrong. It is Amazon Go?
I think it's Amazon Go. Those are the ones, we talked about this the other day. Those are supposed to be like
cashierless store.
Yeah, and the cameras were like tracking you, and they'll see what you pick up and like add it to your cart or whatever, and just check you out for you. And it turned out it was just a bunch of people in India who were watching them, and they were supposed to be training the AI, and then the AI never got trained. Those are cool though. I like those stores.
Yeah. Sonic SLM with €5 over on YouTube. Give us whole game on cart and allow us to install the game from cart to system. Yes, in an ideal world, that's how video games would work. But I don't know if you've realized this because you're over in socialist Europe over there. But we live in hell right now. So you're not going to get what you want.
We need your government to sue them.
Yes.
I that is a good option. I also am just confused why the Flash media that you buy the game on isn't fast enough to run the game. That just is confusing to me.
Yeah.
This is an Xbox that goes room. That is the name of a YouTube video from the official Xbox YouTube account.
Oh, is it?
This is an Xbox that goes.
Oh my god. Well, here's where more Game Pass subscriptions will come in. Yes, Xbox Cloud Gaming is now planning to roll out to select cars as part of a collaboration with LG. Although the actual car models have yet to be detailed, the team just says that it'll be for select internet-connected vehicles. You can see a new trailer for this on screen right now, and there's a bit more detail courtesy of Xbox Wire. With the Xbox built into LG's WebOS Automotive Content Platform, ACP, passengers in internet-connected vehicles will be able to stream and play games directly from the Xbox app. Game Pass Ultimate members will soon have instant access to hundreds of games, including popular titles like Gears of War Reloaded, Forza Horizon 5, and upcoming releases like Obsidian Entertainment's The Outer Worlds 2. An automotive data plan is required to access streaming services. All services operate in compliance with driving safety regulations.
So is this not a real car?
No, that's a real car.
What is it?
I don't know.
It doesn't say what it is.
I've seen that car before. I don't know the.
It looks like a Tesla and a Lucid, like slammed together, but it's an SUV.
Right.
I have no idea what this is, but I saw these screens in the back seat of the car, and that weirded me out. I was like, why would I want screens in the back of my car all the time? Car's gonna get hot, car's gonna get cold. And then I remember there's screens in the front of the car. So like,
well, I mean, like screens in the backseat of cars is like a very old thing, you know.
Yeah.
People used to buy like DVD players and like put them in the backseat for your kids to be entertained.
The way this looks, it looks like a little TV. Like
it does, yeah.
Open the window and just take it out.
I don't know. And like we don't need this. We don't need this at all.
My brain goes to like a Tesla that you have to go to. A lot of people don't charge their Teslas at home. They charge it at a supercharger, which is insane to me that you are going to sit for an hour while you 20 minutes while you charge your car. But that's the thing. You go to the charge station and you sit in the car and you play a game for 20 minutes while it charges up. Like I can see a use case like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, putting this in a gas car doesn't. I mean, for your kids in the backseat, but like they could play a Switch or something.
Yeah, they would probably more want to play a Switch than Game Pass.
Kia EV6. Oh, is that what that is?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a partnership with a company, whatever. Yeah. Everything's an Xbox. So
yes,
if it's got a screen and it has Bluetooth connectivity for a controller, why not?
It's an Xbox. Your mom could be an Xbox.
Your mom, if she's got Bluetooth connectivity,
give me an Xbox.
Next, Machine Games isn't down with Wolfenstein.
Isn't done. I wrote down.
I thought this was going to be about how they don't want to do Wolfenstein.
They're done. They're not done with Wolfenstein. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle Studio, Machine Games.
I bought this Italian sausage at Amazon store.
Machine Games may right now have its focus on the whip-wielding professor, but it hasn't forgotten its Wolfenstein heritage. In fact, in the words of studio head Jerk Gustafsson, his name's Jerk. What do you want from me?
All right, I'm sorry.
The team would like to work on a new Colossus sequel as part of the recent Making of Wolfenstein documentary by NoClip. Gustafsson said Machine Games had always pictured a trilogy of Wolfenstein games to wrap up BJ's story, or to give him his proper title, Terror Billy, the Scourge of the Nazi Empire. That journey for BJ, even during those first weeks at id, when we mapped out the new order, we said we still had the plan for at least BJ, what would happen in the second one and what would happen in the third one, the developer said. I think it's important to say, because at least I hope we're not done with Wolfenstein yet. We have a story to tell. So, I mean, Great Circle seems to have done well. People really like their Wolfenstein games. Hopefully Microsoft doesn't shut them down so we can get a third Wolfenstein games. Their Wolfenstein games are incredible.
Yes. What are they working on currently? Nothing.
They just released the Order of the Giants DLC for Indiana Jones.
And they're working on a Switch 2 version?
Yeah.
And that's it. They don't have anything in the docket yet.
So, I mean, so Indiana Jones and Wolfenstein are like their two franchises now.
Yeah, their last Wolfenstein was a 2019.
Yeah. So like, are they going to go back to Wolfenstein, or are they going to stick with Indiana Jones for now?
It sounds like they're going to go back to Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
What it sounds like.
Okay.
Maybe they'll expand and they'll have two games working with each other. They seem to be successful. I mean, Microsoft does a whole lot of shit.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they were successful before Microsoft bought them.
Yeah.
So,
who knows what Microsoft will allow them to do. Next news. Call of Duty fans can't believe Activision reportedly passed on having Steven Spielberg direct the movie. I heard about this.
The new video game movie Gold Rush is finally seeing Call of Duty get adapted for the big screen, but we still don't know who is writing or directing the military shooter's Hollywood debut. According to Puck News, Steven Spielberg was lobbying for the job, but Activision turned him down. The 3-time Oscar winner wanted full creative control that the publisher reportedly just wasn't willing to give. Multiple movie studios were pitching Activision on handling the film adaptation of the top-grossing annual franchise, including Universal, whose package included Spielberg as a director. According to Puck News, the publisher, now owned by Microsoft, balked at the Spielberg deal, which would have given the Schindler's List director top-of-market economics, final cut, and full creative control over product production and marketing. So Activision ultimately went with Paramount, which released the slick, feel-good military thriller Top Gun Maverick in 2022.
That's a very charitable way to talk about Paramount.
Yeah.
Everyone else was like, they did the Halo show. That sucked.
Yeah, like, and I can't even blame notable idiot Bobby Kotick because he doesn't work there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, but
I think I understand what happened. So, Steven Spielberg also worked on Medal of Honor, right?
Like eons ago.
Yeah, he worked on
the original Medal of Honor from the 90s. Yeah.
Yes, and that was it was basically Saving Private Ryan.
Right.
Like the beginning is just the D-Day scene from Saving Private Ryan. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But in my mind, Spielberg's gonna take it and do a World War II game.
See,
or movie, and they want modern Call of Duty with Ghost and whatever the fuck.
I disagree. I think what happened was, I think the article is being truthful because this is Steven Spielberg here.
I'm not saying they're not being truthful.
He is like the greatest living director on the planet. And if anybody knows how to make a movie, it's him.
I'm not saying it would be bad. I'm saying it would be much better if he did it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they want to do something that is like the
they 100% want to
right
do
now.
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
and the Call of Duty that is right now has an awful story.
Yes.
So
no, they would definitely
can't do that.
They would definitely want to do either modern military or future military, but like, you know,
and those are the worst parts of Call of Duty.
But like Spielberg technically did a Black Ops movie with Munich.
Okay.
So like that was his like Call of Duty Black Ops movie. Like
there could be that stipulation. It could be like you can do it, but it has to be in this setting, you know?
Or like, you know, he's a smart guy. Maybe it encompasses the history of war. Like there's a World War II section, there's a modern section, there's a future section, whatnot. We don't know. All we know is it's definitely going to be a better movie than whatever they fart out.
They should let Spielberg do whatever he wants and then make a game based on what he does. That's what they should do, because they do not know how to make a story right now. And he would make a story, and then they would be like, this is what we go with for the next game.
Yeah. Did you, piggybacking off of this, did you see Dan Olsen's new video on Call of Duty Ghosts?
No, but I think it came through my recommended.
You should definitely watch that because it is very good. That
game, I never played that. That was like the one that I dropped off on.
That was the transition from PS3 to PS4 era.
Okay. That was when everything went downhill.
Yeah.
I remember that came out and everyone was like, this is really not good.
I mean, it's in the title of the video, but he calls it the worst game he's ever played. And like he breaks down every reason why.
I don't believe that. I believe it's very bad.
Yes.
I don't know the worst game I've ever played.
Yeah, it's hard because like you've played games that are not fun. You've played games that are broken.
Yeah.
And then you've played games that are like you find reprehensible. That's
I played a lot of terrible games.
Yeah.
But
there are games I hate, but I don't know if I can single. I can tell you like the worst movie I've ever seen.
And
like,
I've been very disappointed by some games. But I can't think of what's the worst movie that you can name it.
The worst movie I've ever seen. It's a tie between Van Helsing, the Hugh Jackman movie, and this like dumb shit indie movie I saw at my old job called Dropbox. It's like a Clerks knockoff, but it is absolutely terrible. Like genuinely piece of garbage.
Okay. Last news, classic iPod enthusiasts rescue all 54 lost Clickwheel games. Hell yeah, dude.
After years of searching for files and working around Apple's Fair Play DRM restrictions, the iPod Clickwheel Games Preservation Project has completed its quest, rescuing all 54 iPod Clickwheel games from digital obscurity. The project centers on a strange time in Apple's history as a gaming company, before Apple decided it was a bank that offered credit cards, and predating its explosive success with the iPhone and App Store that turned the tech giant into a major player in games, Apple decided to port time killers like Sonic the Hedgehog, The Sims, DJ, and Monopoly to its revolutionary media player. However, due to restrictions on iTunes purchases and the scarcity of the Clickwheel iPod users, preserving these games in a single accessible location where those who wanted to could download and play them remained a challenge. Following up on a story from last year, Ars Technica spoke to the project's creator, GitHub user I'm gonna butcher this name, Olsoro, sure, close enough, about his quest to create a master library of iPod games. Today, with the addition of Real Soccer 2009, the dream is now a reality on GitHub. Transferring music from one's computer to their iPhone via Apple Music is difficult enough, so it should come as no surprise that transferring files between decades-old devices hasn't gotten any easier in the years since Apple joined the microtransaction and subscription revolution. One major hurdle was that all games needed to be synced to the same iTunes account, because even after a decade after Apple discontinued the iPod Classic, those games remain locked to the purchasing account. It also required people running a 2018 version of iTunes that could download iOS applications. With the project, Ars Technica reports anyone using an iPod 5G Plus or an iPod Nano 3G Plus can download and play the games via a virtual machine.
I was just showing on screen Sonic running on an iPod Classic.
Yes.
It looks rough. I mean, the game looks exactly like a Sega Genesis
Yeah,
game,
it's
but
there was in the Ars Technica article talks to somebody who like that was their first experience playing Sonic the Hedgehog, but like their muscle memory for it is like instant. Like that's how they know how to play the game, and like they've beaten the game like that.
So you play by pressing the click wheel.
Yeah,
because it's like buttons.
mm-hmm.
So right on the click wheel is right, but jump is the middle button.
Yeah.
So it looks really hard. The guy who's playing it right now is only pressing right with his right hand and jump with. He's only going right and jumping. He's not going any other direction. So that looks rough. Now I wanted to see what. I want to see what Monopoly. But I can't find a video. Monopoly on the click wheel. Here we go. Show it. Oh, it's like emulated.
Yeah.
I wanted to see like how the click wheel like worked, but
yeah, I remember those times with like all the random like proper video games on there. You had Monopoly, you had Sonic, you had Asphalt 4, Tetris, Peggle, Bomberman. There was an iPhone Bomberman.
Ooh. iPod
Bomberman. Yes.
So I'm assuming there's an emulator.
Yeah, well, it's complicated. It's like you basically need an iPod synced to a specific version of iTunes. And you need to set up a virtual machine that can like dummy the account purchaser of the original games.
I just found a website.
Or do that.
I'm playing Brick. No, this looks like it's like not real. It's like this looks like it's like made in CSS or something.
Yeah.
But I'm playing Brick.
Yeah.
A browser and I suck it. Is that all the news?
That's all the news. I have an unboxing.
Oh. Is it Oreos?
No, it's not.
Oh.
There's a story to this.
Where'd you get that knife?
It was right here. It's the unboxing knife.
I didn't know it was there.
So this is a story that goes back to 2022.
Oh, okay. I know what this is now.
This is from Castlemania Games. This is a replacement GameCube shell for the Nintendo GameCube.
Why did it take so long?
Don't know.
Careful with the label.
I know what I'm doing.
No,
Oh, right. My name. Yeah, I bought this in 2022, and it took 3 years to get here. I know there were problems like the manufacturer, like with like the plastics they were using and like trying to put it together.
I want to say it's just plastic. I know it's hard to like manufacture something like this, but like 3 years?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure something else
after
went
you
wrong.
gave them your money?
Yeah. So here it is.
Red?
Yeah, I wanted
3 years and you got red?
I got translucent red.
Why wouldn't you get atomic green or atomic purple?
Because my favorite color is red, and I wanted my favorite Nintendo system to reflect that.
Okay. Whoops. Did I do anything?
Uh,
I mean, it looks like a GameCube.
Yeah, it looks like a GameCube.
What do you do about the jewel?
I mean, I'll probably put the original jewel on there, or I'll have you 3D print me something?
There are some cool jewels you can buy on online.
We're talking about the little emblem.
Thingy.
Yeah, not the e-cigarette that's popular with teens.
That is an e-cigarette, yes. I mean, yeah, it's a GameCube.
I'm curious about how it's gonna like come together because like GameCubes are very densely packed and like
yeah, this is
intricate
gonna
machines.
be a huge bitch.
Yeah,
We should when you do it, we should do the Pico mod to it.
with the
Because while you're opening it, you should do something else to a GameCube.
is the Pico mod the one where you can still use discs in the SD card, or is it just the SD card?
I don't know what the name of that is, but that's the one I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I still want to be able to play my discs.
Yeah. The ultimate GameCube.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, congratulations. How much was this?
it was $120.
Okay. All right.
It was on the WULFF Den credit card, so I guess
You're welcome.
I guess we got to make a video on it.
Well, tweet of the week.
Tweet of the week! Tweet of the week! Tweet of the week!
This one's by Images That Make You Feel Pain, and it's just Silk Song crashing into the Twin Towers, but the Twin Towers are Steam. Because
Yes.
the Steam servers went down because Silk Song launched at 10 a.m. for some reason. And also, this week is the anniversary.
Yes. Never forget.
I would never. We're in the chat. No, we're not. We're
Last week's WULFF Den Podcast over on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/WULFF Den Podcast.
We got Matthew J. Tucker, who says that intro is how I feel about gaming right now. Because last week, the intro was a disaster.
Yes.
Professor Rock, who's here, says we've got tons of PC handhelds out there, but prices are all over the place. The Switch 2 hit $450, yet still sells because of brand and ease of use. The real question is, will we ever get a PC handheld that's as simple as turning it on and playing like a Switch, and how far away are we from that?
We have it. It's called the Steam Deck.
Yes. The Steam Deck is not as user-friendly as the Switch, but it is close.
It's leaps and bounds better than like the Windows piece.
Yes.
PCs.
I'm wondering, like, the Switch 2 is $450.
Mm-hmm.
Would it have sold more if it was $400? Maybe a little bit, but like how much?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. Well, I mean, regardless, it's it's Nintendo. It's the sequel to the best-selling video game system of all time. They have that recognition there. I feel like if Microsoft actually manned up and made the handheld themselves rather than farming it out to Asus, that would have put PC gaming handhelds in the same conversation as the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Right now, PC gaming handhelds are still more of an enthusiast, device.
Yeah, I think having the Xbox brand on one of them is
It'll help.
Step forward.
Yeah.
But it needs to, if they're gonna put the Xbox brand on it, it needs to be as easy to use as an Xbox.
Yeah.
Turtle says, what do you think about the new Samsung Z Fold 7? I'd like to see you do a video about it. So I've heard this 3 times today. Are you the same guy all 3 times? I gotta see the Samsung Z Fold 7.
Is that which one is that? The one that opens like a book? Or yes, the one that opens like.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not buying $1,000 for $2,000 probably,
like,
right? This thing's probably $2,000.
Yeah.
I'm not buying a $2,000 phone. Yep, $2,000.
I was hanging out with people who last week who had folding phones, and I'm just like, they look cool, but I just don't see the appeal to it.
I want one. Don't get me wrong. I just cannot have an Android phone. And I don't want to have 2 phones.
No, what are you, MKBHD?
Yeah. I actually do have Android phones. I just don't.
Right.
I think I'm going to be like that, and I'm just not like that. Having 2
Yeah.
phones is not worth having 2 phones. Yeah, I like the idea of having a folding phone, but I'm not going to get one until Apple makes one, and when Apple makes one, it's gonna be like $1 million.
Allegedly next year is going to be the folding
Yeah,
phone.
and I still don't even know if I want one.
Yeah.
So I've heard things from people who have folding phones, and they break like really easily.
Yeah.
You know, because you're always folding
Yeah.
the fucking thing.
I don't want.
And they're getting better.
Yeah.
But like I can't imagine Apple's first one being good, like lasting a long time.
I don't know.
So I like the idea, but I'm not paying $2,000 to play some DS games.
Yeah. Would you pay $2,000 for an iPhone 17 Pro Max with 2 terabytes of storage?
If it folded,
It doesn't fold.
then no. So they announced the new iPhones.
Yes.
They
They come in Islanders colors.
do. I don't hate the orange.
Me neither. I
really
actually like
hate
it.
the dynamic, not the dynamic island. The knot. The what do you call it? The bump. The camera bump.
The plateau.
They call it a plateau.
They call it a plateau.
I mean, I like how it takes up the whole back because it doesn't wobble now when it lays on a table, but it is huge. And why not just make the whole phone that big? Like, I don't need it to be thin. If especially if the bump is big, then the whole thing should be big.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's like this desire for thinness for some reason, but like, I am not, like, I need a new phone.
You have the Air.
I'm not getting the Air because that's too thin.
Yeah, that should be for people who care about the thinness.
Right.
And then the Pro should be for professionals who know that a better battery is better than thinness.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the camera. I didn't really look that much into it, but the camera can do 8 times optical zoom.
Yeah.
Although it does it through like a weird blending, so it's like kind of optical. But my camera has 5 times zoom, and I use that to like see things that are too far away from my aging eyes.
Right.
I'll like hold the camera up and zoom in, and I'll be able to read things that I can't with my own eyeballs. So having 8 times sounds sick as hell.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait till like the reviews come out to see like which one
You need to upgrade.
I'm still rocking an 11. And
when do the pre-orders start? Because Hannah also wants to go.
I think they started, to quote Tim Cook, today.
Oh, no.
I think they started today.
I didn't know because usually they start a couple days later.
I think the AirPods and the watch started today.
iPhone 17, 17 Pro, 17 Pro Max,
They
and
launch.
Air
Pre-orders begin on Friday.
Friday. Okay.
Okay.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be like Friday morning, like
Yeah.
at like midnight or 3 a.m. or
Yeah.
something. So I'll have to do it probably.
All right, and I will wait till reviews come out because like I don't need a Pro necessarily, but like I want something a little bit better than like a base model iPhone rather.
That's the Air.
Yeah.
I mean, the 17 looks kind of cool in its own.
Yeah.
I kind of like the 2 cameras, like that.
Yeah.
I think it looks kind of does look a lot like an Android phone.
All phones look the same, man. Let's just be real here.
Pete from last week says, "Hey, Bob and Will, I went to PAX West about a week ago. I played some really great and creative indie games. I also tried Kirby Air Riders. I didn't know they had that. That's sick.
Yeah.
Pokemon ZA, that game. Great. I played Kirby Air Riders. That game is a lot of fun. And Pokemon ZA, that game is not fun.
Ooh, that's
I do want to play Pokemon ZA. I know I'm not going to like it. Kirby Air Riders looks fucking awesome.
yeah. That looks like.
And
a good
I'm
time.
not a Nintendo racing guy, but
Yeah.
but Kirby Air Riders look sick as hell. So I'm excited for that. Anybody else? That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So we're in the chat right now.
Yes.
What's up, you guys talking about iPhones? What's up with the iPhone Air costing more than the 17?
They've always
It's the middle.
the iPad Air costs more than a regular iPad. And the MacBook Air doesn't really cost.
No, that's like the cheap one.
Yeah.
I mean, the Air, they got to make it thin. I want to know the bend test. Am I going to sit on it and have it bend?
Probably. I just don't see how that phone is like usable. Like
How small is it?
like the 11, like I can't hold an 11 like naked essentially because this is too thin for me. I have to have it in a case. You know, so I don't understand.
I kind of love my phone out of the case, but I never have it out of the case.
Yeah.
It is kind of thin.
That's another thing too. Like I have the red one, the red iPhone 11 because I really like the color, but like I always have it in a case, so like I don't get to show off like the fancy background.
Yeah, I got a clear case first for this.
Yeah,
Because I
same.
wanted the titanium to show, and then I hated the clear case.
So that's why, like, I was just gonna get it black, but the pros don't come in black; they come in Islanders colors.
I kind of like the orange.
Yeah, no, orange is nice.
I thought there was gonna be like fun colors.
Yeah.
Does the iPhone 17 have fun colors? Well, here's a green.
No, it's like various shades of like light. It's like they got black, whites, light blue, light green. Yeah.
I just spent 4 days in Midtown, and your city is it's our city.
Our city
is an astounding place full of lovely people and incredible public works. Coolest place I've ever been. When is the best time of year to return and see more? That is insane.
Yeah.
I thought you were taking a piss. Usually people come to New York and they go, what a hellhole.
Yeah.
But anyway, where were you? Midtown. Okay. All right. Cool. When's the best time? I think the summer is rough because there's so many people.
Yeah.
Christmas in New York is awesome, but there's also so many people.
Yeah.
So honestly, probably now, like the fall-ish area, time is probably the best time, I would say. The weather's good. Light jacket weather. You get to have a lot of pockets. As far as things go, I mean, you want to be able to like walk around, you don't want to be too hot or too cold. Now's a good time. Bob, will you end up using Ghost of Yotei for power testing? If I play it, I don't know if I'm gonna play it.
When it gets a PC port.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I gotta wait for the PC port.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably not gonna happen.
I mean,
maybe Death Stranding 2.
Maybe, yeah.
Because that by then I'll hopefully be done with Death Stranding 1.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas in New York was annoying, so packed. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But it's the magic.
Yeah.
It's the
when you're here, like
pageantry
you
of it
know
all.
what we're talking about. Yeah.
Caleb Fox, thanks for the 36 months. Happy 3 years, Wolf Bros. How you doing?
Hey.
Underscore says airs normally cost more, but there was a bit where they flip-flopped, but they weren't upgrade base laptops and iPads every year. Therefore, they weren't like that for a bit, or they were offset by 6 months. What happened to the Mini? We had the iPhone Mini.
Yeah.
People liked that. That was like a niche little thing. I want to know if the Air is like physically smaller. I never showed what the Pro looks like.
It looks like a piece of machinery,
It looks worse than, I said I like the color orange. I think it looks better all silver because then it does look like a piece of machinery. The orange one, I think, now that I look at it, it makes it look worse.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It
doesn't feel, Apple is not the same sort of design first Apple anymore.
No.
They should be going for form over function.
Well, I mean, we saw that with their MacBooks for a long time, and that like bit them in the ass. So.
Well, not really.
Yeah, the keyboards.
What? Like what?
The butterfly keyboards that like would break in easily.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. That MacBook that's over there I'm using as a server, if you plugged anything into the top USB-C port, that USB-C port also ran through the Wi-Fi card. So if you put a hard drive in it, it would use up too much data and block out your Wi-Fi. But it was nice and thin. We need the like weird like designs.
Yeah.
And then have the engineers just figure it out, Where was I? I'm sorry, but that phone is really ugly. What's going on there?
I mean, you're gonna have it.
Conflicted.
You're gonna have it in a case anyway. Let's be real here. What are you talking about?
It looks like a friggin' like a Chinese Android phone. Oh, and then Kevin says it looks like a Chinese Oppo or Huawei phone. What does this mean? I've got game key cards. Star Wars Outlaws developers defends Nintendo Switch 2 game key cards. We
talked about this.
Roll back.
Yeah.
Bob, will you end up? Oh, wait, read that already. The Air also has the same processor as the Pro, just not as many cameras. Yeah, I was wondering about the power that it has.
Yeah. It's the A19 Pro chip.
We talked about this before we started the show, but they didn't really show any gaming stuff.
No. Bless you.
They showed Destiny. Ah! I cucked my sneeze. They showed Destiny Rising.
Yeah.
But they didn't really say anything. They just said the processor's powerful, and that's it.
Yeah.
When am I getting the new iOS?
Soon.
I've been waiting for this new cool looking iOS. People have been beta testing it, and I'm afraid to beta test it because every time I beta test their OS, it fucks up my Apple CarPlay.
Right.
September 15th, really? That's when the new iOS hits my phone? Okay.
So there you go.
I'll be waiting. It's late. I didn't realize. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, the WULFF Den Podcast is every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on twitch.tv/WULFFDEN or youtube.com/WULFF Den Podcast. If you can't make the show for any reason at all, we always put the archive version up over on youtube.com/WULFF Den Podcast, so you can go check us out over there on demand whenever you want. If you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, you can do that as well, because we're also an audio podcast on any and every podcast service, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcast, Pocket Cast, Audible.com. The list goes on, but no matter where you get the show from, folks, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us, because that helps us with placement on all of those respective platforms.
Hey, thank you, Caleb Fox, for the 36 months.
You read that already.
I read that already.
He really appreciates it.
I really appreciate it. It won't let me raid AJ.
Oh, no.
Hey, there we go. Okay.
Hey,
Thanks for hanging out. Thursday, I'll probably stream. It'll probably be Silk Song. I like that game a lot. And I gotta film the video like right now.
I gotta pee right now, so
Goodbye.
Goodbye.